Can you solve this LSAT logical reasoning question? Pause the video now if you'd like to give it a shot. First, as always, let's begin by reading the stimulus. A study comparing infant care revealed that the amount of stimulation babies receive affects their sleep. At 6 months of age, the babies in the study with a less stimulating daytime routine slept an average of 2 hours more per day than those with a more stimulating routine. Since sleep plays a very important role in a child's development, parents would be wise to reduce the amount of stimulation their babies receive. Now, the question stem says, which one of the following statements, if true, most seriously weakens the argument? So this is clearly a weaken question, which means that your goal is to look for the answer choice that undermines the conclusion. Before we look at the answer choices, let's pre-phrase the flaw. Now, a lot of weaken questions already have a built-in flaw or something that just needs to be added in order to just completely destroy the argument or at least really severely weaken it. In this case, when you're reading the stimulus, some of you might have noticed that the argument assumes that stimulation only affects sleep and that more sleep automatically means better development. But what if the stimulation had a positive effect, right? Like, what if it helped babies develop intellectually? So with that in mind, let's go through the answer choices. A is wrong because it mentions muscular coordination, which isn't part of the author's reasoning at all. Whether or not stimulation affects coordination doesn't change the recommendation. B is wrong because it just restates the study's finding that less stimulation equals more sleep. That supports the argument, it doesn't weaken it. C is wrong because it shifts the focus to older children, those over 3 years of age. The argument and the conclusion is about 6-month-old babies, so this isn't relevant. D is wrong because it tells us that babies with less stimulation gained weight at an average rate, but weight gain isn't part of the reasoning, so this also doesn't change the conclusion. E is actually the correct answer because it directly undermines the reasoning. If stimulation helps babies develop intellectually, then reducing stimulation might lead to more sleep, but also to worse cognitive development. That creates a clear trade-off that the argument completely ignores. And since the whole point of the recommendation is to support development, this strikes at the heart of the logic. So, what's the lesson from this question? Well, when an argument tells you to do less of something to gain one benefit, always ask what other benefits might be lost in the process. The LSAT loves to hide these kinds of assumptions, and now you know how to spot them.